Now, the Eskom COO has reminded South Africans that load shedding will be around for some time to come. Jan Oberholzer says a number of power stations will have to be retired soon. This is due to a lack of maintenance of the aging infrastructure. Oberholzer has briefed the media on the state of the power system. Heidi Jaka is following the story for us. She joins us now live. Heidi, surprise, surprise, load shedding is here to stay.
Indeed, it is, Shahan. Eskom has indicated that due to aging infrastructure, not being able to maintain a number of units and plants over the last couple of years, this is definitely going to lead to load shedding. They've given timelines, though. They've indicated that possibly by next year, the end of winter, so we're looking at about August next year, it will be limited load shedding. But for now, they've asked South Africans to remain patient. I don't know for how much longer we can be patient, but they've indicated that they're trying to work with the issues that they face, and unfortunately load shedding is definitely one of them. Let's listen to that.
We're doing a lot of maintenance, so I believe we will see the first step change in April, end of April next year. But the risk, and then it will, I believe, improve up until the end of the winter period in 2021. However, up until then, the risk of load shedding remains. And I would like to emphasize this point. Unfortunately, that's where we find ourselves, and up until we had the opportunity to do adequate reliability maintenance and do midlife refurbishment, and we believe that we will get to a much better position end of winter in 2021, the risk, unfortunately, of load shedding remains.
So a number of units and plants haven't been maintained for a number of years. Tell us more about that.
Exactly. As I mentioned, Shahan, this has definitely got to do with the fact that we're still seeing load shedding. But what Eskom has indicated today in their updates on the system, they've said that the average age of a fleet is 39 years, and most of them are nearing the end of the age that they're supposed to be functional, and they have not been refurbished or maintained, which of course puts them at a high risk. This is definitely impacting on the grid system, the energy supply system, and this is why we definitely saw load shedding early this year and last year, because they are trying to put units offline so that they can maintain them and refurbish them. Eskom saying that it's a very big concern for them, but they are trying their very best to deal with the problem, which of course speaks to why we'll probably have load shedding for a while to come. Let's listen to that on maintenance.
During this period, remember our commitment in the beginning of the year, as well as in May when we had the media briefings, we said we are going to do reliability maintenance. What we haven't done the last 10 years, we are now committed, and that's what we're going to do, because that is a way that we can bring these old units back to a reliable state that is sustainable, that will provide you sustainable performance. So where we started in the beginning of the year with about 3,000 megawatts of planned maintenance, we've stepped it up, and we're just below 6,000 megawatts at this point in time. And if you look at percentage, out of the 100%, we've moved up from the 8%. On average, we're now at 10% maintenance. But a few days ago, the Chief Executive and myself were talking about it, and it was 14%. So we're really doing a lot of maintenance. So when the system allows us, to do even more maintenance, we make use of the opportunity to do exactly that. And that is a way that we will get our system again reliable.
So Heidi, with all these problems mentioned, is Eskom confident it will have a viable and stable grid?
Well, that's what it needs, Shahan. We need to have a viable and stable grid. Also, given the fact that many businesses need to be sure that electricity will be on so that they can operate at their optimum level, also given what they went through during COVID-19. But Eskom is very confident. The message and the picture they were sending out today was that they are working on all their problems, despite the fact that they still have over 30 billion rand of municipal debt that they're tackling, cable theft, meter tampering, illegal connections. But they are saying that everything looks good at this stage, and they are trying their very best to be as transparent and tackle all the issues on the ground to get that viable and stable grid that South Africa needs.
You know what else looks good, Heidi? Your top.
Thank you.
All right.